Welcome back, everybody. Rudy with Alpha Investments. So before everybody watches today's video, I'm old and dusty. So before everybody watches today's video, I want to give a little history or disclaimer or disclosure of what's going on. This is kind of a long video. Most of you, I encourage you to kind of stick through it and see the collection and the details of this wonderful, very, very nice young couple, husband and wife, that came to the local card store and they drove here and they wanted to show me their pretty significantly large collection that they wanted to sell, and he's taking a different direction with their life, and they want to do some different things. And so I've been running into this. This is probably about the third or fourth time I've run into this, and they just left today. So this is filmed. This little thing is filmed right before, so we have not solidified whether or not we're going to buy or sell the collection. But you're going to notice in the video, like, all the cards are modern, a little bit of legacy, but mostly modern standard era cards, newer stuff. And I think the thing that's going to be interesting to you all is there's a really big trend. There's a very large movement of a lot of people just really selling a lot of the newer collections and getting out of Magic and maybe transitioning forward. And I'm not trying to say Magic's in a downturn, but the reasoning seems to have a lot of similar characteristics. And the characteristics are people, their collection, they don't feel it's gone up as much, or they're frustrated with reprints, or every time they speculated on a card and it went up in value, Wizards nailed it with the hammer, the reprint hammer, and the price drops back down. And and I know some of you are going to say, well, good, it's a player's game, not an investor collector's game. But that, no matter what side of the coin you believe that to be, there is definitely a behavior shift happening. And that shift is all the money of collectors and investors is leaving the modern standard stuff now at a very high rate. And everything is being funneled to vintage, legacy, reserve lists. Everything. And I don't really need to tell you guys that, because I think everybody knows that. I think it's pretty clear, and I don't think that's anything that should make anyone go, Rudy, are you serious? Whoa! I don't think anyone's even surprised. Nobody should even care about that because everybody knows. I mean, look at the prices. Look at the reserve list. It's ridiculous. And I think it's a really big credibility. It's a really big comfort. It's a lot of fear. It's just a lot of anxiety for a lot of people who are selling. Now, this particular couple in this video, they are selling, or at least they claim to be wanting to sell to move on to some different businesses and get into new things in school and different things they want to do, which is fine. But I want to be on record before we solidify this and everything. I don't believe I'm going to be able to get this deal to go through, because the individual's collection is probably before all these reprints, probably like a $30,000, $40,000 collection. And he probably spent at least that. And the problem is almost every card in it is non-reserved list and has been reprinted, and just the growth has been stunted significantly, and he's been playing for years. And I feel like he's going to value them a lot higher than what really the market is. And since we're a few weeks away from Iconic Masters, which is another big hit of reprints of which cards he has, and this individual particularly was very heavily invested and collected into lands, fetch lands, shock lands. And because of that, as we know, with the Modern Masters 2017 enemy fetch lands, right? Enemy fetch land reprint, and even the shock lands, without these things really increasing in value or anything happening, and some of them actually dropping, like the Zendikar, original Zendikar ones, taking a huge decline. It makes for the bubble in my head is going, ugh, this is going to be a really tough, I hope I can buy the collection and part it out and break it down, but I just don't think he's going to be real happy with the reality of the numbers, the reprints, and what's happening. And same thing with the unhinged and unglued and the foil lands, the full arts, and with unstable around the corner with the new versions, and the prices there's just a lot of variables. And again, a lot of people are feeling this way. They may not be selling for the same reasons, but I think a lot of people are just kind of getting a little bit of a what? That kind of a feeling on just the valuations. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what everyone thinks, and it's a longer video, so I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to make it just one long video. It's probably going to be 30, 40 minutes, and enjoy this collection and really nice people and some eye candy. You guys ready? All right. Alpha Investments. Today I'm with...
I'm Ricardo. I'm from Florida.
Hey, Ricardo, what are we doing today?
We're selling my collection.
Ricardo has brought in a huge, ridiculous collection, and I want to share it with everybody because it's insane. Like, you guys aren't going to believe this, so... How long did it take you to get this?
So I've been playing for about 18 years, since I was in high school, basically.
18 years. How much money have you spent, Ricardo?
A lot. More than 20,000, probably.
Bad investment. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Okay. Ricardo, show us what you got today. Show everybody what we're doing and what you brought in.
So I have it categorized in several ways. So I have lands, planeswalkers, and then it's everything sorted by color.
Okay.
So let's get started with the planeswalkers. So
and I'm sorry, who's recording for you?
My wife, Leonore.
Say hello.
Hi.
She doesn't want to be on camera, but she's here, I promise.
Yeah,
the camera's not floating by itself. All right, so this is all your planeswalkers.
Yeah, all planeswalkers.
So
it's organized by color. I basically started collecting planeswalkers since they came out. I remember when Lorwyn was out, it was a big deal.
Now, are these all from cracking a shit ton of booster packs?
Yes, basically. Most of them are from cracking packs. Some of them I did buy them individually. Especially like the latest one because I stopped cracking packs.
Okay, so when you were buying individually, did you buy at local stores or do you usually buy online?
No, online. It's cheaper.
So why don't you support local stores?
Because if they charge you 20% more or 30% more for a card, what's the point?
There you go.
I mean, I understand that they need to do a profit, but my money's valuable as well.
It is. Can you zoom in? Can you see these cards? So he has, not only does he have like English, he also has the foreign versions. Did you collect, why do you have like so many of the same card? Were you going for more than a playset? What was the strategy here?
So originally I wanted a playset of everything, but then as I cracked packs and got other planeswalkers, I wanted to get a few more in case they spiked in price so I could flip them. Some of them I did, some of them I just kept.
So you were kind of speculating on them?
Yes, of course.
Now, you felt the foreign ones would go up more than the English variants, or what?
Depending on the language, so usually Korean, Japanese, Russian, they spiked a little bit more, especially if they're foil.
Right, back in years ago, they were worth a lot more.
Yes,
they
nowadays are not that.
There's not as big of a difference.
Not as big as
Okay, cool. What else you got?
So next thing that we can look at is lands.
Oh God, lands. Everybody ready?
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of the lands because they usually hold value and they're really nice.
Are you concerned about the new unstable lands?
The
prices?
They're definitely going to tank a little bit, but hopefully they'll stay. We'll see.
Okay, I noticed you have 1 foreign, 3 English wastelands, and 1 foreign. Like, why do you have 1 foreign?
Because I went to Spain and got one. They had one.
Oh, okay, so you actually bought it in Spain.
Yes.
Oh, I guess some people actually travel and do things. I don't get out much. I don't know what that's like. Okay, so here, check this out. So over here we have, okay, so original lottery cards, the best expeditions, everyone's favorite.
So I got those through Star City Games before they tanked, and I think they're a charitable investment from when I did it.
Wait, hang on. So, did you buy these when Battle for Zendikar first came out?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, how much did you pay?
Probably each set was $1,000. I thought that would be much more valuable because that was the first time ever that they did.
Don't make eye contact with the camera. See that?
So it was the first time ever that they printed lottery cards.
Yeah, it was.
And I thought that, okay, so this is a thing. So they did this with the original Zendikar, where they had like lottery cards, and I thought that they were not going to do it.
I think wasn't Scalding Tarn like $300-400 at the beginning? I mean, it was very expensive before they dropped a lot.
Exactly. So I thought that they were gonna hold, but they didn't.
No. So I think they finally bottomed out. Yeah. I don't think they're going upward now. I think they're just
just stable,
Yeah, they're just stable now. Okay, so we also have
Volcanic Island.
Everybody's literally favorite. Remember, no alpha volcanic. So technically the rarest of the 10 dual lands because there's no actual alpha version. So by default you have less printed. So none of them are English, right? 3
of them are German, 1 of them is in French.
Okay, so why no English?
Because they were cheaper. Okay. I wanted to play with them. So the foreign versions were slightly cheaper when I bought them.
How much?
I bought them on eBay.
Recently?
No.
So this is before the price spikes and everything?
About 5 years ago.
You remember what you paid?
I want to say that for the whole set, I think I paid like $250, $300.
For all of them?
Yeah, for all of them.
So what, $75, $50, $60 a card?
Yeah, how about that?
Again, You see the difference? The reserve list cards, like that's huge. Oh my god.
But that was 5 years ago. So.
It what? I mean, was it 2012-ish?
Yes.
Okay, so here we have these looks like from the vault foiling.
Yeah,
if I
all
gather.
from Boyle. So you can see that they're a little bit wrapped.
So I noticed you also had more.
Yes.
So these are more from the vault. These are actually the packs from the vault.
You're sealed.
So were you buying these from the local? What's the story with all the from the vaults?
So I got a bunch of them because I thought that they will hold value as well. Some of them did, some of them didn't. But I had to get rid of some of the boxes because they were making a lot of room. I had to move. So I had to get rid of some of the boxes.
Where'd you get them? Did you have like a local store? You did?
Yeah, I got them from a local store where they got a good deal in it. They didn't overprice them, and that's how I got them.
Like at release, like when they came out.
So I was a frequent there, so they just allowed me to buy them at whatever.
If I recall correctly, like on this one, you have one. This is the from the Vault 21.
Yeah, the only one that I kept the box, which was a wrong choice because I should have kept the last one.
Good tip for anybody. Keep in mind, the box alone, the cardboard alone, more so than the cards, has a lot of value on these type of products because even though these are still sealed, like people, if it's not in the fancy cardboard, people don't value it as much because it doesn't feel new.
Yeah.
Even though there's no actual seal, like you can open these, there's no actual,
out,
there's no plastic wrap. You can still take the whole thing out. So, and this was, I believe, when the From the Vault 20 came out, wasn't this like the $300?
Yes, it was. So I bought them afterwards.
Because I think these skyrocketed because of the Jace. The foil Jace freaked everybody out because that was when foil Jace was like, what?
I don't know.
Like 500, 600, 700 or something?
No,
or
I think it
400?
was less. I think it was like 200. But
Was
it
it
still
200?
was like a lot.
And then people thought the reprint of that was going to be worth hundreds.
But it didn't.
Yeah, so that was another reprint like of a specialty product that people expected the investment to go up from the original, and it just didn't happen. So there's kind of a little bit of a pattern, if you guys notice. Like when we look at like the actual original reserve list dual lands, they actually went up. All the other ones where everybody thinks did, they don't seem to be doing it anymore. And I don't think it's the fault of the cards or the players. I think it's the fact of how many there is being pumped in the system. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, Battles for Zendikar was open massively.
Yeah, everybody cracked. I mean, I think I did like 800 boxes of Battle for Zen. I know stores that did 1,000 boxes because of the expeditions.
Yeah, I've read about people that got into that just to open cases of that.
Yeah, just to do it. Okay, so what do we got here? What's going on?
So this is the full set of the Zendikar original dual. What's the name? I forgot.
Original fetch lands.
Yeah, fetch lands.
Or enemy fetch, whatever you want to call it. Just fetch lands, yeah.
Yes. So this is the original set from Zendikar. I actually had a few extras from the Catacombs and from the Marshland Flats, but I sell them over time before actually they were reprinted recently. So.
Did you get these recently or
no?
A long time
I had
ago?
them since Zendikar came out.
Okay, now do you agree with people saying that the original ones are not worth as much anymore because they don't have the foil stamp?
I mean,
because of the counterfeiting ones?
Yeah, so the counterfeits haven't gotten that good yet.
Do we have
Yeah, I think there was one over there.
there should be some fake ones somewhere in here, right?
I would be concerned if they got as good as the original ones, but you can tell that they are not.
I was hoping there, maybe not in this pile. I thought there was. Because everybody thinks that the original ones aren't as good anymore because people say they can't tell the difference.
I mean, again,
there you go.
It's subjective, so
I
have a sentimental attachment to them.
See, I think the originals are nice. I prefer it. I mean, honestly, I think the non-stamp at the bottom actually gives it more of an original feel. But see, most people, I don't know, can the camera even tell the difference? I don't even know. Can you guys even see the difference? I don't even know if they look the same.
Yeah, but I can promise you can feel the difference.
You can feel the difference. Like, I don't think the camera can tell. No, you really can't. But you can feel the difference. Like, this one looks a little lighter, but in person, it's an obvious thing. I mean, you can feel the difference. Yeah. You can tell.
Right away.
But a lot of people...
Especially the glare. When you look at it with the glare, you can tell that the material is just not the same.
But it's actually affected the market.
Yeah,
I mean, people are actually concerned. There are people that value these old cards less than the new ones from the Modern Masters because of the fact that the risk.
Yeah.
So, anyways, cool. I just wanted to show that's pretty... That's cool. What else we got in here?
So then I think I started collecting...
Cans!
Con!
Sorry. All right.
Because I thought that they would hold value.
You got an original Onslaught, too?
Yeah, I actually got that one before cans. So it was like $100. So
that's good. It's not bad.
I mean,
Wait, what are they today?
I don't know.
Did they go below that?
I think they went down. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I couldn't remember. I thought the originals, because people like the old art. I know the foils, the original.
Oh yeah.
Are like 200-300. They're huge.
They're huge. Yeah.
So you have mostly. So why so many?
Well, because it's polluted Delta.
All right, good answer. That's all you need to say. That's
it. I mean, it's played and it will be played forever.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
That's really there's nothing to say to that.
And like the foil ones are just foils, and everybody likes the foils.
Everybody, yeah. I mean, there's nothing. Okay, I mean
there's nothing to it.
That's pretty straightforward.
Then,
good lord.
Yeah. Then the other ones are just to follow up with the same trend, basically just.
So some foreign. You got the original onslaughts. You got the cons. I don't see any foil of these. Are all regular.
There's no foil of that.
These are all regular. Also,
yeah, all regular.
Looks like you have a couple. Was it German? I can't.
German, Japanese, 2 Germans, 1 Japanese, and I think I have
mostly still English still.
Yeah, most of them are English.
And then
there's like 3.
Okay, so you got a couple foils.
Yeah. Woodlands.
You don't have many sign cards. I like that. I'm not a huge sign card fan.
I don't like them either. But you can, especially in Europe, you can find them much cheaper.
So, do you like sign cards? Do you believe in them?
I don't like them because I think that it's easier to resell them if they're not signed because it's very personal.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people like them because it's like when you go and get it signed by the artist has a sentiment.
No, you're right. A lot of people feel like even if it's signed by the artist, it's been written on, it's been damaged. They kind of it weirds them out. All right, so that's the rest of the console. What else? So now it looks like we're going to Theros block.
Yes, Theros, tons of the tap lands.
I was going to say, if I remember, these are the Scry ones, right?
Yeah,
if I remember.
Ones. Yeah.
So these are the Theros, Born of the Gods, Nyx era.
Yes. So I played lots of standards during that time, and I collected a lot of them.
You guys notice like everybody played during Return to Rav, Theros.
Yes.
Like everybody, like 2013, 2014, like everybody played. And now it doesn't feel the same. Yeah. Are you surprised these haven't gone up?
Kind of. Because the
Scrylands never went up.
Yeah.
And they didn't even get reprinted.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not even reprinted.
I mean, I think they're going to be reprinted at some point in
Probably.
one of the commander decks or something.
Probably. But they still never actually spiked.
Yeah, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
only time will tell.
Yeah, I thought they would. So, okay, now we're looking more. This is the same block.
Yeah, same block. Just some of them are different languages.
Yep, I think the silence. Well, I can't read the angle here. You got some foreign still, Temple of Alignment. So about the same thing. So wow, you went real heavy on the. Why did you buy? Did you purposely buy this many?
So I played a lot, and I bought I think it was a case, and I just traded for some of them. Most of them I did crack, and I liked them. I really liked the Scrylands. Okay. I thought that they would go up in value because they were pretty cheap back then. It was I think $4.
They were, yeah. I think now they're about the same. They really haven't. Okay, I didn't know because you have more than 4. I thought you were investing in them or something.
No, not really. I thought that they might come up in price, maybe $1 or $2, and it would be a good investment, but they haven't. So, but it's okay. I mean, I didn't really overpay for them.
That's a lot. Okay. Holy.
So I think there's more.
Okay, so now we're in the infamous RTR Gatecrash Ravnica Shockland era. So
the first time around, I wasn't actively playing that much, so I didn't get a lot of them.
Okay.
And I traded a bunch of them back then. So I still have a few of the original ones, but most of them are from Return to Ravnica.
Dissension, was it? Dissension?
Yeah.
Original?
Yeah.
And I think now the actual Shocklands even... Wow, you have a lot. Wow. I mean, I think these are actually finally creeping up in value.
Slowly.
We're talking like 50 cents a month, maybe, like very. Not
Everybody thought it would go up in price like right after they started printing them, but apparently nobody. Yeah. There were so many.
Again, this was to remind everybody. This was the time when Return to Rav, everything got overprinted.
Yes,
this is the only reason why these are not worth a lot more. So why do you have 12 of these? Did you not speculate on these?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, you did speculate on these.
On this ones, I did because I thought that they would creep up in price much.
Okay. Because I was like, you have a lot.
Yes.
Like, this is...
I mean, I also played actively standard back then, so I had like a couple of decks of each one that I could because I also lent them to friends. So I had a bunch.
I was like, this is a lot of Shocklands. This is a lot of Shocklands.
Yeah, lots of Shocklands.
I was like, whenever I see a collection that's more than 4 of the same thing, obviously there has to be some speculation or something that's that made somebody do it.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of the game. Like, I like to play, but
Hold
otherwise...
on, say that again?
That's the whole purpose of the game. Because I like to play, I love to play. Like, I think it's very, very fun. I've spent so much time playing, but if it doesn't hold the value, what's the point of even doing it?
No, that was a good line. No, that was... All right, so now we're into the core sets. The infamous core set runs where they've reprinted, I think it was like M11, 12. They just reprinted every core set. And actually, I think these are the ones in the new.
Yeah.
Did they reprint them in Ixalan too?
I think they
or
did.
One of them?
A few of them, not all of them, because
they're not worth a lot.
Yeah.
Like
but I mean, I kept them because, like, since they keep reprinting them, I could play them.
They're cheap and they're good cards.
Yeah.
But they're always a couple bucks. And
yeah.
I mean, I think, like I said, on these type of cards, they may sell on eBay for like $1.50 to $2, and buy list maybe like 50 cents. I mean, there's not a lot of money in them.
Yeah.
But they're cool cards, and people actually like them.
And I think they're pretty liquid in the sense that you can flip them easily because people play them.
Correct.
Like, even casually. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, you're right. So, okay, now we're in, looks like, original Zen World Awake era.
Yes, all the living lands.
So these are the original ones. These are the ones that people really, really like.
Yes.
These are the Battle for Zen newer ones.
Yes.
And then, actually, no, some of these are still original.
Yeah, this too. And there's a mix of other stuff too.
The amount of time you must have spent. This is so organized and just, this is incredible. Like, you don't see collections that are, like, you could eat off this stuff. It's perfect.
I like to keep it nice and neat because it's easier for me to look up stuff later.
No, it is. I mean, so, okay, and of course, I'm sure you're aware they're reprinting.
Yes.
Iconic Masters. Is it Iconic?
I think it
is. Or is it? Yeah, Iconic Masters is the one where they're doing, I'm pretty sure, is it Horizon Canopy? The Nimbus, I think.
I think Nimbus.
I think they're redoing those.
River of Tears.
A couple of them. I can't remember all of them. So obviously, again, as you can see, a lot of people who bought into the older ones, they still hold value. But the fact they keep reprinting all these new ones and new sets, it stunts the growth. So while he's probably not going to lose any money, nothing ever really went up like it used to. So I think
that's basically the reason why I'm selling, because it's not going to go up in price anytime soon.
See, I think that's, like, I kind of think that's like a long-term effect of, if people don't want to hold their cards because they don't feel anything goes up anymore, I've always felt that's a negative thing. But a lot of people disagree, saying, oh, it should be played, you shouldn't be investing in it anyways, but it does affect what people do.
I mean, so it goes back to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! So I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Very actively.
Okay.
But then everything tanked so hard.
Well, I heard their power creep and reprint.
Yeah, so like, I remember I started playing when it came out, and I had a bunch of cards, and I never got value out of them ever.
Really?
So that's one of the reasons I've stopped playing, because the power creep and then the value, just everything got reprinted to hell, and it wasn't worth it. Like,
I think a lot of people have been through that. And again, I think that also promotes on why you guys are seeing the reserved list of these old cards. All the money's going there. People are selling this and moving the money there. And that's why I think we're continuing to see a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so in here we have, looks like some core sets. Oh, God. Remember the Tomb? They reprinted that. Oh, yeah, never mind. You got it right here. I was like, they reprinted this in a core set.
13.
If they didn't reprint this in 15, this would probably be a $30, $40, $50 card.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. So it's like every time a card spikes, Wizards is hammering it back down. And these are this is original Innistrad, I think?
Yes, it is.
Looks like original Innistrad. A couple foils, mostly regular. Again, a ton of Innistrad. We got some more core sets. Original Innistrad.
Some
Commanders? Looks like Commander Origins, 10 Origins. So we've got a good variety. But again, a lot of those aren't worth a lot, but people like them. People love the artwork from this era. I think this is Lauren? Is this
Lauren, yes.
People love the artwork. That is a very...
Yeah, the tribal teams are always good.
People love these things. Yeah. These are very detailed, more hand-drawn. People love that stuff.
The Tespian stage.
The stage. Now, that was a highly speculated card. I think that was Gatecrash when it came out. And it never ended up spiking, but a lot of people I know put a lot of money into that.
Yes.
The Temple did real well, but of course it got hit. And then, oh boy, Mutavault. Everybody's favorite, right?
Yes. So my prize possession is this one, foil original.
Foil original, there's a prize possession. But most of these, again, due to reprints, and it's probably going to get reprinted again. You got Blink Moths over here. You got Glimmer Voids. These you got a Modern, as I say, they reprint these in Modern Masters. You've got a good variety.
Cavern of Souls.
Cavern of Souls, which a lot of people still like this artwork on here compared to the old ones.
Yeah.
And then you've got, of course, Mana Confluence. You can put the camera on him.
Oh my goodness.
This is a guy who's just coming to check things out. Anyway, so, of course, City of Brass, these are obviously reprints that people love.
Yes.
But the price of the new ones isn't nothing compared to the old ones. Good example right here. How much did you pay for these?
I don't really remember. I remember getting this one for cheap. It wasn't very expensive because the guy that got it didn't really want to use it, so he just wanted to quickly flip it. But this one, I remember, I think I got it online.
If this was actually reserve list and this was not reprintable, this would probably be a $300-$400 card by now, easily. And it's one of the reasons why the effect of the reserve list on pushing the prices up. So pretty much we're hitting to the home stretch in here. This is the last bit. Again, we have a bunch more of the Theros era stuff.
Yes. Nykthos, I thought that it would really
I was going to say, he must have speculated pretty heavily here. And again, I don't think you were wrong. It's just the print levels.
Yes, it's just too high.
The print levels of everything is what's really affected you. Exotic Orchard, same thing. Reprinting Commander, not Commander, Conspiracy.
Yes.
Again, same thing with more Innistrad, different things like that. And then these are pretty much Maze of Ith, huh?
Yeah.
That's a non-reserve list, the Dark card. And then you've got a bunch of other random ones from just different Innistrad era. Looks like Avacyn Restored.
Yes.
Time Spiral. It looks like Kamiagawa, old school. So a lot of these are not super crazy expensive. These are cards that, they're worth a couple. People like them. People collect them for sets.
They're lands, so they're always useful.
People love to go into the lands on things. I think that's really about it. Most of these are the Commander ones. These are reprinted newer ones. Got some old core set stuff just from Urza's.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know they made that non-English.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy. And that's really about it. We got a few more. These are new Battle for Zendikar, which they're good, but they're just the print level. They're never going to go up in value. Definitely. And I think that's about it for this one.
Yes.
All right. I will let her pause the video so her arms don't fall off. Give the camera woman her arms are falling off. She had to take a break. All right. So we want to finish the last topic here, which was he has a bunch of actual full art lands. And I want your opinion on these lands. So show us. This is what we got. So what's the deal here? What are we doing?
So I really like full art lands. I think they hold their value pretty good. So especially Unhinged, right?
Unhinged.
Yeah, Unhinged. So everybody likes the John Avon artwork.
Right.
So they're really nice, and I've collected about 25 of each. This one's a little bit less because
these are all non-foil, right?
Yeah,
these are
all non-foil. I have, I think, like a couple of Islands foil, one Swamp, and maybe one Plains. That's it.
And these were because you liked them, or
I liked them.
Were you speculating?
I liked them, and I thought that they will hold value over time.
Which they did.
I wasn't necessarily gonna sell them, but I mean, no. So.
Yeah, but did they go up like you thought they would, or
no? They didn't.
Okay.
Because they kept reprinting full art lands,
right?
All over the place. Even though they're not this one specifically, which is like the squared,
correct,
kind of shape.
Until the new unstable set, which are going to do even more new.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what about these APAC? Looks like the old beard lands.
Yes.
So what's your story here?
I just like the theme of the different countries. So this one's from Spain, this one's Australia, Germany, UK, and Japan. So I think they're cool lands. They're nice art. So when you get to play with the deck and you can see that all the lands are the same, you can feel that you.
Right.
Everybody will tell you invested.
So how much did you pay for these?
So those I couldn't find them anywhere else than basically big stores. So I had to go full retail for those.
What was it at the time?
I don't remember, but I think it was probably the most expensive one was the Germany one because that's the one that people look for the most.
You remember the price?
Probably like $3
a piece.
4 piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they higher now? I haven't checked.
I don't know.
Probably
I have
the same.
no idea. I haven't checked in a while.
Okay.
But probably the same. And the cheapest one was the Australian one because it's the older one.
Right. Okay. All right. So then the last thing we got, we were just curious. Now, what about weights? Are you speculating here?
So I thought that they would go up in price because like nobody would never reprint basic weights or something.
That's everybody thought they would,
but they never did.
Yeah. All right. So you got one less notebook we want to show everybody. So in this one, this is a non-land one.
Oh yeah. So this is just creatures and spells that I thought that.
So show us what we got here.
So basically, the Swift Spheres, I think they still hold value. They're pretty.
Yeah, good. The foil ones are still a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But like Blood, these are Modern Master reprints. Yes. Those are already okay. Are you surprised about the value of those?
I mean, they never reprint them, so that's the reason they went up. That's it.
Original Tarmogoyf. Huh?
Yes, original Tarmogoyf.
Original artwork versions will probably always be worth more.
Yes.
In my opinion, but a lot of people, it's one of the most counterfeited cards in existence.
Yeah.
Because there's no holo stamp people. That is the most vulnerable original one, especially with original Lily. Same thing from Innistrad. People are real. There's a lot of concern on those particular ones. So those are always very sensitive ones, which make people nervous.
Then when Boys of Resurgence came out, it was a big thing.
Oh, that was a huge thing. Yeah. That was Dragon's Maze. People forget that.
Maze,
yeah. And
it was the only good card in Dragon's Maze.
Rouse there. There was a couple.
Okay.
So we had a couple little ones over here. We got looks like some Pulse, little Olivia action. I think they've all been reprinted though.
Yeah, I think so.
All of them have been, again, been reprinted. You know, it's been stunning the growth, and unfortunately, the cards really haven't.
And this one I did speculate.
Okay, so
Thoughtseize. So I thought that they would go up a lot.
So you took a big position in Thoughtseize.
Yes, because so it was very heavily open, but I still thought that they would go up much faster in price, which they didn't. But I still like them.
Okay. So now what about Dark Confidant? We got original art.
Yes.
So it looks like Rav, and then we got the Modern Master reprints, and it looks like Modern Master 2015, I think, or.
So I basically, this ones I bought, this ones I opened over time.
Okay, so you didn't really put a lot of money in those. You got a lot of those that you did.
Yeah, the same with the Vendilion
clicks. Yeah. We got the Cryptics. We got the old Snappy.
Yeah, these ones are nice. I got them back then.
You guys remember these? Player rewards?
Yeah.
Full art textless. Well, there's something you don't see anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, they're worth, I think, maybe like 30, 40 bucks. I mean, they're not anything crazy.
I mean, I really like that program. I thought it was great because, like, there were actual rewards.
They got rid
Nowadays,
of it. They don't.
There's nothing like that.
I don't know why they would get rid of rewards, but they did.
Yes.
Again, we got Force of Wills, which, you know, they're always going to have value, but there's no growth because of reprinting like crazy.
Yes.
Jace from the old flip card Origins, this thing spiked like 80. Hopefully you didn't pay that.
No. I think I actually got them for like $10 on pre-release.
Okay, cool.
But I never sold them because I thought that they would stock like in 50 and then slowly go up, but they never did.
Okay. Karn, that's been a big one too lately.
Yeah.
Those are original New Fire Exio, right?
Yep.
Okay, wow, I think those are pretty high lately.
Yeah.
And then you got a bunch of these. We got some Modern Master again. We got the promo Ujin.
Yeah, the promos. I really like those.
You got a bunch of basic stuff. You got all the Pyro Masters.
Yes.
You got some Emrakuls. You got some Dak Fate. I think these are all non-foil.
No, non-foil. Everything.
And then, of course, another Ugin over here. Regular art, promo art.
Yep.
Those are all, they hold steady, but unfortunately, there's not really any growth on these. But, I mean, there's a lot of money here. So that's really about it on there. We got a few more. Noble Hierarch is one that if I end up buying this collection, that's going to be one of the first things I sell because it's so high. It's going to get reprinted probably in Masters 25 or the next set. These are going to get chopped in half any day. Goblin Guide, this was the old original, I can tell by the set. The same thing got reprint and got hit. Emrakul, I guess, banned now, so it doesn't really. Yeah. Not much else. We got some new Thought Not Seer from Oath. You got some Calling, original Ravnica, and M15 reprints. And then really, oh my god, Collected Coco Land, right? Oh my god. And then, of course, the Command. This is going to be one of those cards I would think if it goes to 2030, it'll get reprinted.
Yes.
And that's just, it's one of those things where it's nice because it holds value, but you're not going to make any money. There's no growth.
I mean, they might reprint it like a Commander set or something.
Yeah, I mean, the Troll. Recently, I think, unbanned?
Yeah, but I think they banned something else. And
the combo, okay, never mind.
They don't
again, we have more Planeswalkers. We got some Shadows of Ren, newer stuff. Life of the Loom was another reprint.
Yes.
It holds up still pretty sought after, though.
Yeah.
And that we are hitting really about it. We got some birds. These are newer cards. These are Oath again. A lot of people loved the Sylvan Advocate, and unfortunately, nothing really came out of it.
It's just too much print.
It's just, it's a new Oath of the Gatewatch. It had the expeditions. People opened it like crazy. Deathrite, people loved it. Again, it got hit with the ban, Restricted Hammer, and then it got reprinted, and then it is what it is. Pact Negation, reprint also, I think, recently. Yes. And then, of course, we got a bunch of weapons, the swords, Engineered Explosives, very expensive now.
Yeah, they got expensive recently.
Delvers, Thing in the Ice. A lot of people thought that was going to be a big one, and it actually kind of fell apart. So
I still like them, though. They're nice.
Me too, but it didn't
I never got to anywhere.
Crucible of Worlds, there's a money card people love. Yep. Then these are Battle for Zen, Oath. Again, these are not really going to go anywhere. We got more swords over here, which they're always going to be reprinting this stuff.
Yeah, but they're pretty popular, so
they are. Yeah, there's still good money in that.
Yeah.
That's really We got more. We got a lot of Eldrazi around here. These are a lot of new Eldrazi cards, Matter Reshapers, Reality Smashers. Looks like some Angels and Thalias over here.
I think this Angel spiked not so long ago.
I have no idea what the price is. Yeah, we'll have to look it up and check. That's really looks like a bunch of just a normal 4 play sets. Stoneforge Mystic, huh? There you go, everybody.
Everybody thought he was gonna get banned at some point, but
everybody did. I remember when Waste Not from M15 came out was a big thing.
Oh yeah,
and then it just fizzled out. And I think this is the last page.
Yes.
And the last page here is Bitter Blossom. A lot of Tassagar people love it. Grizzleband got reprinted, but still a good solid card. Got some promo versions. Death Shadow, original Death Shadows. And that is about it. And are you sure you want to sell everything?
Yeah. I'm going to probably invest it somewhere else.
He's going to invest in something else. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to buy your cards. Thank you for young camera lady. Is she still with us?
Yeah.
All right, you can turn the stop button.